guessing all of the others are out as well, so we can't just not. And it's against the essence! Why must it? So... I'm going to lose this liberation, right? And it's going to hurt. Lib, lib, lib! But yeah, so that was definitely a lot quicker, which I'm glad about. The rites are calling you again to the Fall of Saliam, where one among you may go free should you prevail. It is as we discussed. The cycle of the rites is beginning to turn more quickly. Perhaps the scribes themselves have taken notice. Fortunately, having more frequent opportunities to free ourselves is not unwelcome to our plan. I suppose it's good for everyone, including the Essence, who will oppose us next. Getting to Mount Elodial ought to be a little easier than before, at least. We should be able to make landing near to some of the old monuments to the scribes. Let's set forth at dawn. Soon everyone is off to rest as best as they are able, knowing that another chance at liberty for one of them shall soon present itself. Okay. Kind of worried about who I'm going to lose next. What's up, Rookie? As you approach Rookie, you sense none of his usual anxious energy. I'm free. Then he rushes up to you, a return to form. I mean, I know I'm not. I'm stuck down here with all the rest of you. It's like I finally got to set aside this giant bag of rocks I've been carrying around, know what I mean? Wanted to say thanks, chum, for giving me a hand with the little situation between myself and Barker. I don't think I would have had it in me to stand up to him unless I knew you and the others had my back. Now at least old Mama Greentail won't get any trouble from him on the other side. She's still waiting for her Rookie boy to come on home, but at least she won't be getting hassled by a bunch of nasty curs just because I struck a lousy deal. So yeah, chum, if you ever need something, I owe you one, and then some. Cur's oath. He prances out of the wagon, a newfound lightness in his step. Rookie gained +2 hope permanently. I'm glad that all of our companions are resolving things. It feels good. Okay. Well, let's continue our journey. Take off, head north. Northeast, yes, I know directions. And remember when this journey took so long the first time? What is this glowing star? Is that a thing? No. Okay, where do you want me to set down? Oh, down here, okay. Oh, okay, it's the Emperor's Fall or Ascent again. What are our options? Jodariel shall gain favor from the scribes. Pamitha shall gain favor from the scribes. I think Pamitha might be able to be in the next... Right? Like she might be worthy now. We have leveled her up a fair bit. And I would not mind exiling her in terms of practicality because I can't play with her anyway. So if we put her in, I think that might be a good idea. And therefore, favor would be also good. You make landing on the sacred Mount Elodial, upon whose summit the next liberation rite shall soon take place. You wonder who among you may regain his or her freedom this time. Volfred finds you after the post-flight inspection. We still have to take the rest of the trip to Fall of Saliam by land. May we soon liberate another of our own there. That should raise the chances that our plan shall ultimately succeed. Seek the Nomad Scribe's favor? Okay. Doesn't look like there's anybody in here. Let's go, let's do this. Later that day, you accompany Pamitha into the fading glory of Emperor's Fall, where a monument to Golgolothanian awaits you. Perhaps due to the nature of this place, you begin to sense Pamitha's inner thoughts, as clear as if she was speaking aloud. Talking to the dead again, Pamitha? Fine, why not? Or to keep your mind off things. Just don't go getting your hopes up. Your life back there? It wouldn't be any better anyway. Soon you and she have finished paying your respects. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Golgolothanian has shown you favour. At dawn you shall begin your ascent. For now, the solitude here is fit for pursuing your vocations. Ooh, so Gilman trial? Okay, so Pamitha's got 2 hope, accept the blessing. I guess we'll max out our glory. I mean, what am I going to do after this now? Focus on the glory. The book seems to push back against you. Your sense of its hidden meaning crumbles under layers of contradiction, of missing details, and yet you feel a thorough knowledge of it now. It is more artifact than book. Its power almost solely rests with the reader, who makes time to form a certain meaning from the many passages unwritten. Yet, the glimpse of knowledge you approached just then called back at you to stop and go no further, not to press too forcefully against the outer limits of your understanding. Nevertheless, for what you recognize shall have to be the final time, inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within. Even now you cannot tell. Gained righteousness, maxed out on glory. Finished studying. We've done it. We've maxed all of our stats. You look up to see the lone minstrel there. You had not noticed him. He looks up at you with his strange eyes, a colour not unlike the bindings of the book, and he smiles at you faintly. Is this the first time we've seen his eyes? Okay, that's one interesting commentary on the nature of narratives. It is indeed. It's very much the author is dead, which is also interesting in the context of this game. The moment passes and he turns to go about his business. He leaves you there. You realise you are clutching the Book of Rites to your chest. You manage to pull away. Well, that's a thing that just happened. Hey, Pamitha, what's up? Pamitha is staring out the window as you approach. I miss flying, reader darling. Take it from me, it feels as good as you'd expect. It's not enough for those Commonwealth brutes to cast us down here if they can get their fingers on us. They make sure that we never fly again as we once did. All while calling it an act of mercy. Let me ask you something, You've learned a thing or two. What have your studies taught you of my kind? You know, the violence they have caused, that they have suffered, that you share a common ancestor, or little of her kind. Okay, so obviously, against, support, neutral, just not even participating. I'm going to go with share a common ancestor. You understand that long ago there was only one tribe. They flew together and conquered the known world, but some of their descendants were born different. These wingless ones had little choice but to tend the land with their hands of flesh. Over time, the wingless were disavowed, abandoned. It was said that they were born under dark stars. In time, they formed the Empire, and they fought back. The Empire of Sar dominated the known world for millennia till the doomed reign of Salayam Mur. Never again shall we make the wicked errors of our predecessors, the Archjustice Androboles IV. Not all the winged and the wingless were at odds, and famous harps such as St. Trieste Tithus proved kinship could be possible. Nonetheless, old hatreds are not easily assuaged. So do harps not molt? Because normal birds molt and then their clip feathers fall out and regrow? I guess not. Or maybe it's more of an invasive surgery than what one would think of as clipping a bird's feathers. But this is fairly accurate to our account of things. So, in a manner, you yourself are kindred to me. My kind certainly aren't known for their good sense of humour, I can tell you that. My little tongue got me into no small amount of difficulty till I learned to keep it well under control. The mountains I come from, the views there certainly are something, but there's a bleakness to it too. Being surrounded only by those consumed by the desire to avenge. We're very proud like that. Everybody vying to be the strongest, to kill the most of you. That way we might just get a shot with the prince. Interesting. Prince, your understanding is that the males of the harp are all gone, though perhaps one remains. They mate as poison spiders do, and would slay each other in their sleep, the Archjustice Androboles in 9th. Interesting. Continue the line, if he even exists. Imagine that being the best case scenario, darling. She shakes her head. Anyway, I was just thinking I rather enjoy the travelling we've done. The change of scenery does me some good. Perhaps I'll stick to wandering after all this. In fact, I have a fancy for some wandering now, if you'll excuse me. She heads out of the wagon into the fading glory of Mount Elodial. Okay. I'm enjoying the hints of world building. There's just so much. Maybe there's some more violence involved than just feather clipping? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Ah, Cistern. Rookie will gain favor. Or Hedwyn will gain favor. Okay, sorry Hedwyn, but Rookie is just MVP, you know? Maybe he's MVP because I'm favoring him this much, but, well, this is where we are now. On the way to the summit, you pass a monument to Under King Ores, and Rookie happens to take notice. You wish her good fortune in the coming rite and in your plan. As for Rookie... so... You scribes people, can you hear me okay? If you can, then do me a solid and let me get out of here already. My family can't do nothing without me, and they've been waiting for a while now. He says little after paying his respects. However, as you prepare to continue your ascent, you sense that Under King Ores has shown you favor. Oh no! Rookie, I want to let you go, but I need you! Journey onward. Now I feel like a monster. I guess I do have Gilman. But I like having both of them! You and your companions gather once more at the Scribe's Gate, where a single narrow trail leads upwards towards the summit, past an archway carved of stone. Come this way, please. The minstrel leads you toward the archway, where his counterpart awaits. The exiles of the Nightwings have returned. They have. Greetings, Celeste. She all but ignores him and motions to the rest of you. Now then, each of you in turn, please state your name and what it is that you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. Please, just do as she says. Everyone steps forth, one after another, much like before. If you love him, let him go, Ash. But it hurts, logic. Hedwyn passes through the gate. Faye passes through the gate. Sir Gilman passes through the gate with a sparkle. Ametha passes through the gate, Rookie passes through the gate, Jadariel passes through the gate, Volfred passes through the gate, and no one is left to go but you. You step forth and declare yourself as you did before. The Guardian of Scribe's Gate regards you with a still expression. Then she addresses all of you in her formal manner. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. The lone minstrel glances up at the Gate Guardian. You have our gratitude, Celeste. But she pays him no heed. Things seem a bit tense between them, really. Again you gain the top of Mount Elodial, from which the downside sprawls before you. You wonder whether one among you shall soon follow Tizo from this place. How is the slug market here? Oh, hey guys, you know, it gets real awful cold up here sometimes waiting for customers, so come on in, okay? And good luck in that big battle thing you got. That's where you're going, isn't it? I heard it's gonna be exciting from my friends. After Bearer banishes an adversary by aura casting, an aura burst may occur. I mean, still not gonna buy anything. Hope you warm up. You might want to do the Gilman trial first so you can get his artifact. Wait, did we unlock the Gilman? Wow, okay. I just that completely fell out of my head, definitely. Okay, well, see you guys. Let's go do that. Crystal! Get! I sense my lovely Rita has returned. Then, how may I assist you? First we'll chat to Sandra, of course. Leave me alone, Rita. I'm in no mood to talk to you at this time. Oof. I guess maybe she doesn't like the mountain? She's concerned about something, but you cannot sense what, and she refuses to say. I see little need to keep on blathering about to you as once I did. I should not have let you in. Be gone. My services are yours, but this place is my own. Oh no! What did we do? I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you! Can we have the trial? It is the least I can do in exchange for your company. You need but point me to the one you have in mind. I'm getting mixed signals here, Sandra! Okay. You asked Sandra to administer one of her trials for Sir Gilman. You think that dimwit of a worm has any chance? Perhaps you're correct, though I put little stock in him myself. So let us bring him forth. Soon Sir Gilman appears in heed of the summons. Master Rita, is this knight perchance in trouble for something? Did Pamethus steal our girlfriend? It's possible! She's just having a sook. I mean, if she feels bad, I want to know why. We can help. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, Worm. You answer to me here. As you will, Your Highness. Your Highness? I like the sound of that. Though flattery shall get you nowhere here. Demonstrate your competence to me then, Worm. You shall have to do it mostly on your own, though under the guidance of your lovely reader. I trust you are prepared. Of course, Your Highness. This knight accepts this challenge. There's too many. This is unnecessary. What? What? What happened? No. There are too many of them and I do not like that. She's not great at communication, huh? She is like a little out of practice, to be fair. Can I like bait you down here? What is that? Oh, it's one of the trees, right. Seem to be doing fine, although it is genuinely tempting to, Oh, that's a barrier. That's fine. Oh, really needed to jump there, did not jump in time. Okay, that's fine. It means that one of them is gone now and I should be able to jump in. Hag, demon, sap. It's fine. I would really like one of them to get away from it though. Come on, get baited. Oh! Again, not fast enough. Oh man. No, get him! Ah. I feel like you just can't banish people when they're that close to your pyre. Barrier, thank you. Oh, I didn't mean to grab it actually. Oh shit, that was a mistake. Come on. Okay, this should be fine. Okay, we're done. Achievement unlocked, the Honor Seeker. He's so happy. Kind of a brutal combo, huh? Yeah, that is a mean team. Huzzah! This knight prevails! I have no choice but to concur with that assessment, Worm. Your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order, to you and to your lovely reader. Now farewell. Our lives are but a quest to join the stars, the Book of Rites. Ouch. Master Reader, this knight is humbled after having passed that sorceress test. What? By the scales of the Underking auras, what is that you have? Well, it's Underking aura's scale. So Gilman jumps further than usual. Okay. I like Kerfang, but it's probably not doing that much for me, really. Like, the +2 is nice, but it's only 2. Where you at, Gilman? Let's take that. Grab that. And... I wonder if we can talk to Sandra again, actually. Let me check. Why, hello, lovely reader. What might I do for you? No. Okay. Sorry, Sandra. Come visit me again sometime. Sandra, come on. Make up your mind. Okay, well, liberation rites! The time has come for your second liberation rite to commence. You observe the lone minstrel and Volfred speaking in hushed tones, but cannot sense the topic or the tone. Then Volfred looks up at you. I trust that you are feeling as prepared as possible, my kin. Each rite is consequential to our journey in its own respect, though these liberation rites have a more immediate effect. It's somewhat crass, however. I've gone and estimated by how much each of our companions may contribute to the outcome of our plan should they be liberated here. Oh, interesting. Factors such as their previous occupation, innate tendency to lead, and oratory skill contributed to my assessment. It's nothing personal, for we are all in this together. Besides, we all ought to return in time if possible. Know simply that for each one of us who goes, in so doing, he or she shall raise the total chances of success. Reader, this night you shall confront the Essence. They have already appointed Tamitha to be liberated should they manage to prevail. We all have faith in you, my kin. And lo, even the stars agree on this account. What wonderful dramatic timing. Oh, Jesus, there are so many of them. It's not gonna... What's this one do? Adversary's Pyre is automatically 30+. Let's not! Again, just gonna say, let's not. They return to the Commonwealth in glory can no longer aid us in the rites. Yep, got that.
At which the scribes first formed their sacred union. At stake this night is freedom and prosperity. But only
God, it's beautiful.
One exile who prevails in this liberation rite. Your many adversaries all did strive to earn this opportunity. 'Twas the Essence which earned it. Who shall be absolved is up to all of you.
Okay, well, let's see who's eligible. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the Essence, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. Tamitha swoops down from somewhere and unfastens her mask. I am known as Tamitha Thane. I mean to return to my ancestral home and promptly resume my responsibilities as flight tactician of the High-Winged Remnants. Our long stalemate against the Commonwealth shall soon be ended should I and several of my sisters manage to rejoin our clan. Then our vengeance shall be swift and thorough. Your quarrel with the country that cast you into exile is beneath the notice of the scribes, Tamitha Thane. Here you shall be judged under the stars. My quarrel with the Commonwealth is all that gave me and my sisters strength enough to reach this point. The scribes ought well take heed of how my people suffer. We are not weaklings anymore like your Trieste Tithus. We shall not fall in line with flightless fools in their naked attempts to subsume our heritage, our culture. Speak not again thus of the saint, or you shall be expelled, Tamitha Thane. Tamitha scoffs, then turns her attention toward your side. The Nightwings, as for you, the fury we shall imminently show is nothing in comparison to the hatred growing for your Commonwealth in the mountains on the other side. She signals to her sisters to ready themselves. You seek your freedom, but there shall be nothing save for devastation should you manage to return. They get the Ashen Coal in the liberation rite? Unfair and uncalled for. Now then, have the Nightwings reached a decision on whose behalf they shall conduct the liberation rites? Reader, I am bound to tell you once more. The first companion whom you choose shall go free this very night if you prevail. Only the enlightened may be thus anointed. Not all among you may yet be ready. The other two chosen for the triumvirate shall lend their aid. Nightwings, make your decision.
Who would you set free?
Okay, Jodie, Rookie, not Faye. Gilman's ready. Pamitha's not ready. Interesting. I really thought she would be. Tempted to do Jodie because I haven't been playing with her much lately. Rookie and Gilman, like I want to keep both of them around as long as I can. There was a part of me that really wanted to keep Jodie, Hedwin, and Rookie to the end, but it's just that Jodie's also not so great against the Harbs. She's so slow, but I'm better with aura casting than I used to be, so maybe it'll work out. If I do Jodie, Rookie, and Gilman, that should be a decent team. Yeah, I think this is what I'm gonna do. But we haven't learned all of Jodie's backstory, and that's going to drive me nuts. But let Jodie go? Yeah. I think, yeah. You can always replay the rite. I mean, if that is your wish. I mean, she doesn't even seem all that enthusiastic about it.
Who shall stand with her?
Rookie. Don't have to ask me twice, not after everything Jodie and I have been through. And Gilman.
Sir Gilman.
By this knight's order, he shall fight with all his might.
The choice is cast.
One final obstacle to overcome ere I can soar again above your commonwealth. Such destruction I shall rain upon it soon. But first, let us dance this final time. Okay.
Commence.
Come on. That's what I thought. Thank you. Okay, Rookie. That's fine. Come here. Come here. Okay. Yep, I mean, if you want to banish Jodie, you are welcome to. I think that they just pushed me into their pyre, which is fine. And now we're back on even footing. As the liberation rite continues, you sense Pamitha reaching out to you. Or perhaps just reaching out to anyone at all. Reader. Someone, please. Okay, I'm going to have to buy this soundtrack, aren't I? It is an amazing soundtrack. Let her prevail. Let her prevail. Please just let her prevail here this once. If this thought makes me a traitor, so be it, but please let Pamitha prevail. She is here, wrapped up in all of this because of me. Interesting. I imagine it would make the game longer, and like obviously it wouldn't contribute to our success, but I wonder if there's a plot hook there. The plea trails off and Pamitha remains steadfast, all her attention focused on the liberation rite. And as for Pamitha, prepare yourself, Nightwings! And as for you, Pamitha, I await the outcome of this night, for it shall soon ensure that I may never have to see your smirking countenance again.